Hi, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afiqah binti Zulkifli. So this is my video assignment on carbon footprint. So move on to the first topic is what is a carbon footprint. So according to World Health Organization WHO, a carbon footprint is a measure of the impact of our activities that have on the amount of carbon dioxide CO2 produced through the burning of fossil fuels and is expressed as a weight of CO2 emissions in tons. Okay, next. So we look at the globally. So how have global emission of CO2 changed over time? So this statistic and chart was recorded from 1750 to 2019. So in this chart, we can see that the growth of global emissions from the mid-18th century through until today. So we can see that prior to the Industrial Revolution, emissions were very low. Growth in emission was still relatively slow until the mid-20th century. In 1950, the world emitted just over 5 billion tons of CO2, about the same as the United States or half of the China's annual emission today. So by 1990, so this had increasing to 22 billion tons, which emission have continued to grow rapidly. So emission growth has slowed over the last few years, but they have yet to reach their peak. Okay, this is the global perspective. Next, we move on to the Malaysia in our country. So Malaysia's CO2 emissions amounted to 250.3 million tons in 2019, so up from 241.6 million tons in 2017. The main sources of the emissions were energy, electrical consumptions, mobility such as vehicles, and waste, which is municipal solid waste that ends up in landfills. So this facts is according to BP research. Okay. So my own carbon footprint. So my own total carbon footprint was calculated as 13,730 kilogram per year. So these massive numbers compared to average for Malaysian 3,558 kgs and 3,791 kgs worldwide. So based on the data, there were 4 categories in total that represent my carbon footprint. So the largest contribution for my carbon footprint is food categories, followed by transportations, home and purchases. So clearly, I have to in order to reduce my own carbon footprints, I have to reduce the largest contribution, which is food. So let's do some maths. Okay, food. So I decided to be trying to be a vegetarian. So my highest calculated carbon footprint is as non-vegetarian is 14,000 uh 1,410 kg per year. So multiply by 5 years, so about 750 kilogram. So how to reduce? So obviously I have to be a vegetarian so that I can reduce my carbon footprint on food categories. So the highest calculated carbon footprint if I'm being a vegetarian is 914 kilogram per year. So multiply by 5 years, so I get 4,570 kgs. So in 5 years, my carbon footprint reduced by 2,480 kg. So 80 kg. So my carbon footprint reduced up to 21%. So this is proof that I reduce my carbon footprint. Okay, this for home reduce duration of shower. Same as so the carbon footprint if I reduce my duration of shower from 11 to 15 minutes to 5 to 10 minutes only, so I get to reduce my carbon footprint up to 26%. So my overall my carbon footprint reduction, so I managed to reduce my carbon footprint from 13,730 kilogram per year to 4,372 kilogram per year. So hence this number approaching the average carbon footprint in our country and worldwide. So last but not least, convenience at the expenses of the environment is not convenience at all. That's all from me. Thank you.